Yeah. Well, let me see the
Hey guys. Okay, we're going to be getting started here soon. Okay. Once I see that we have some participation going on, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Getting some messages saying some people are having issues getting on to the event here. All you guys have to do, oh well, they can't get on and they can't see me. Let me type this in here. Right.
These are better because yeah, they're easy.
Oh my gosh. Where'd it go?
Oh, how nice.
Okay, I'm just waiting. Like I said, I'm just waiting for people to get on here, and then we're gonna get going with our live event here. Layla, you can just take a whole package.
Pull-ups?
Yeah, just so you have enough. Do you need to go pee-pee before you leave? Yeah.
Mama's in there.
She can. You can take her upstairs into Cody's bathroom.
Oh my gosh, Donna's calling me.
No, but she can go on the big potty.
She does know how to go on there?
Yeah, you gotta just help her.
I think those are a lot. I think they're better. Yeah, because we can be back tomorrow around, like, 30, so just yeah. Okay, come on, let's go upstairs.
Hey guys, I'm just waiting. Hey guys, I'm just waiting for us to get some more viewers. So far, looks like we have just one viewer. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my phone in case some of you are trying to text me. Okay. Okay, so we have Carla on. I put you all in a chat. Okay, Beth is on. Who else do we have here, ladies? Let me know so I know when I can get started. I sent you all in a group chat, so just give me a quick message saying you can see me, And once we get a few more people, I'm going to get started. In the meantime, what you guys can be doing, if you have any specific questions, you can go ahead and message that here in the group chat. I do have some things that I'm going to be going over, like what you should be doing in the first 7 days when you join the company, quickly about the steps to success, and also on how to generate, or build relationships with people.
Do not go in there. She wants.
We're live. Good thing it's only Beth and Carla.
I told you that you can connect. I said,
Lila, get out of the bathroom. Mommy's on her way.
Okay, we have Jessica on.
You fixed the Wi-Fi. It was the problem with that. And the ACP. Sorry, he's calling. I'm in the ACP. Last night I got it. It was such a 50.
Okay, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just get started because it's already after 8 and I don't want to keep you guys on forever. So, some of you are having problems that you can't watch it from your phone. There should be a replay link, so whenever you guys can get on a computer, you can just go ahead and watch it there. So if you guys know of any of your team members who are having a hard time getting on, you could just let them know that they can watch it on a replay. All right, so I'm Heather. I'm a diamond. I just went diamond a few months ago. It was, I think 3 months ago, and right now I'm charting for double diamond. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take me to get there, but that's my next goal, obviously, as I'm sure most of you are, you know, trying to move up in whatever your next rank is as well. I'm not sure, you know, if there's other people on here that are new, because I only see that there's one viewer, but there's more of you messaging me telling me that you can see me, so I'm not sure how many of you are on. So this one might be a little kind of generic, or, you know, not as advanced for our more seasoned distributors, but this one's going to be more geared toward the distributors who are newer in the company, because we do have some people who are newer on my team, so I really want to just move into this kind of slowly, and then keep, you know, as I keep doing these videos, keep progressing, you know, one after another. So the first thing I want to go over is, what is the first thing you want to do? We have a few things here in your first 7 days as a distributor. The very first thing that you should be doing is figuring out who your diamond upline is. That's pretty crucial. So even though you're developing a relationship with your immediate upline, you need to figure out who your diamond upline is, because that's when you're technically considered into the leadership role. I mean, although once you start, you know, recruiting individuals into the company, then you become their leader, but you are technically in the leadership status once you become diamond. So get with your diamond upline also, and make sure you know who they are, and make sure that you are reaching out to them if they have not reached out to you, and develop a relationship with them, and, you know, maybe kind of pick their brain a little bit. If they are you know, seeing that you are interested in working the business and not only talking about it but actually making action, then I'm sure they'll be more interested in giving you more pointers. But in the beginning, at least develop a relationship with them and then kind of grow from there. The second part is you really want to try to schedule some launch parties, you know, 1 minimum, maybe 2 launch parties, and you want to do that with your immediate upline. So what I like to do, if I have ladies who are local, I like to do some that are in-home, and then I also like to do some that are online. You can do online parties a few different ways, so just get with your upline and figure out, you know, which way is best for you. You could do like group parties, you could do online events, you could do them in the course of, sorry guys, my daughter's getting ready to leave with her aunts, and we have some people over for my birthday today. So we have, or you could do, you know, like I said, group events, group chats, you could do group events, you could do those over the course of like 5 or 7 days, or you could do them over the course of 1 day where you post for maybe like an hour or two. So all of those are pretty successful ways to do an online party. And within 24 hours of joining the company, you want to launch your business on Facebook. You don't want to wait until you get your kit in the mail. You want to be posting on Facebook immediately. When I first decided that I wanted to join the company, I actually started posting before I even joined. I was getting interest in you know, was telling people, hey, I'm thinking about joining this company. Who would be interested in seeing my results is the way I started out. And I got a huge response. People were, you know, telling me that they would love to see my results, and at that time I was extremely modest and I didn't want to show my results in public, so I, you know, told them, okay, well, as soon as I get this wrap, you know, I'm gonna try it, I will take pictures, and then I will private message you my before and after pictures. So then that was the beginning of it, and then when I got my wrap in the mail, I took the pictures, and then I posted on Facebook. You know, I was like, hey guys, you know, everybody, I am trying this body wrap. Again, who would like to see my before and after pictures, just to keep the interest going. And then I got, you know, responses, and I then private messaged them my before and after pictures. My launch party was actually pretty dead. There was only like 4 to 6 people who came. I think there was only 2 or 3 ladies that wrapped, and I even remember some of the people at my party saying, oh, I don't want to buy this stuff. So I felt pretty defeated, and I felt like, oh, this may not be what I thought it was going to be cracked out to be. So my beginning was kind of slow, but I made that my motivation to make this something for my family. So we got through my launch party, and then I just got on the computer and I went to town and I booked all kinds of parties for my first month. And in my first month I made over $600, even though I was feeling defeated on my launch party. So that's what you want to do. You really want to get your business launched on Facebook within the first 24 hours. And then what you need to do is put together your hundreds list. Your hundreds list is something you can find in the back office, or you get your upline. We have a sheet where you can, a memory jogger that will jog your memory on who you know to get you to 100, because trust me, if you really, really think about it, you know more than 100 people. And then you want to make your dream board. I can't express enough how important it is for you to do a dream board. A lot of people don't do it. They think it's ridiculous. They think it's silly. But I promise you, when you take your dream board that you get in your business builder kit and you actually put what your goals are to get, you know, what you want out of this company, what do you want for your family, put that, and then put it in your office, put it in front of your computer, put it by your bed, put it by anywhere that you look at all the time, and let that remind you every single day as to why you are in this company. Why do you want to be an It Works independent distributor? What is your goal? What is your reason? What is your why? So definitely get that dream board going. And then go to your website, go to your e-suite, and do all of the training videos. The actual company gives you a lot of training. Make sure you're going and you're doing your training videos in your e-suite. That is going to answer a lot of your questions. Because, you know, as leaders, we keep getting the same questions over and over and over again. And if you just go to your e-suite, that explains a lot of your training there as well. Plus, if you go into your group, like the group that I'm in, we have a lot of documents that, you know, our Triple Diamond Beth has put together, and they're fabulous. So if you ladies would just go in there and look for some stuff, I guarantee you that that would answer a lot of your questions, and it would help you build your business better by some of the wording, by some of the tips. It's a really helpful place to be. And plus my smaller media group. Ladies, I put in a ton of documents in there for you guys to build your business off of. So go to your website, go to your eSuite, check out the files in any group that you're in, and build your business off of that training as well. And then the last step is you really, really, really need to follow the steps to success. And that is something that I'm going to go over with you as well. Like I said, this first video is geared toward our newer distributors. So if you're more seasoned, you know, can listen, you know, to help motivate your team members, but this is geared more toward the newer distributors. I'm just going to look really quick and see if we have any questions before I move on. Okay. Again, you guys, thank you so much for texting me, but if you could just give me your name when you text me, because if you're not already in my phone, you're probably not on my team, and I'm not sure who you are. So if you could just do that. If you're sending me a text directly to my phone, that'd be great. Okay. Okay, so okay. I'm sorry, the baby's crying. Okay. So another thing you guys want to do that would be really beneficial for you is to go to some actual parties with your upline. Bye, baby. Hug. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Thank you for coming.
She's worried about us. We're going to leave her. Say bye to your brother. Come on.
No, you're going bye-bye, Paigey. You got her blanket?
Yeah, it's on here. And Mama, give me some stuff.
Okay. All right. Bye, Paigey. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. I'm so sorry. So you want to go to some parties with your upline. That way you can, if you don't have an, you know, if your upline for whatever reason doesn't do an in-home party with you, you want to then go to some parties with them so you can see how to conduct an in-home party or how to conduct a one-on-one appointment, because the nature of this business is to get as many reps on as many people as you possibly can. Yes, we can do 95% of our business right off of Facebook, but I can guarantee you that you need to get reps on people. So get out there with your upline and do some training with them out in the field. Get on as many conference calls as you can. So, you know, we have conference calls that Beth just started within our team. She has been on vacation, so she's kind of, you know, been dealing with that, but I'm sure she's going to get back into that. We have conference calls with Mark and Pam. We have other conference calls you can get on with other distributors that, you know, I can plug you into. So also, you know, there's with my team, there's live streaming videos that Amanda Boyd has just started. So if you ladies want to, you know, get onto those as well, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. But I'm honestly only offering that to the ladies that are directly on my team. So get on as many conference calls, like I said, as you can, or live streaming videos. Also, YouTube videos. Those are really great. So make sure you're, you know, doing the YouTube videos and watching ways to blitz or ways to, you know, do a party or whatever. And then you want to go to the myitworkstore.com. The myitworkstore.com is where you can get blitz cards. You could get 100 of them for $15. You can get t-shirts. I don't know if you guys see mine, but I've got this one on. I absolutely love this shirt. This one's one of my favorites. And you can get, you know, the product pamphlets there. You can get the party pads. Let's see if I have my party pad right here. Yeah. I love this thing, ladies. This party pad. I'll be honest, I was afraid of this thing at first, but this keeps your life so simple. You can get through an explanation with this so fast, whereas I used to talk for like an hour because I went over so much stuff. So with the party pad, it really simplifies your life. And it simplifies the party, and people are like, oh, this is easy, I can do this. It's, you know, you want to replicate how easy this is. Okay. And then I want you to set up weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. So just write it down on a piece of paper or on your dream board or on something, and put it up on your, you know, up on your wall or whatever, and just, you know, write down your weekly goals, but make sure that they're reachable. Don't write down that you're going to be diamond in a week, because, you know, I could go on and on and on about a story that I just would love to share with all of you, but what I have noticed is when you go real fast in the business, when you become, you know, ambassador or presidential or whatever, really, really fast in the business, then you're not developing strong relationships. So don't say you're going to be diamond in a week, because the chances of that happening is probably slim, but it's not impossible. There are people who have, you know, went really, really fast in the company. And then you need to do daily self-development. You need to not only work on your business, but you need to work on yourself. Every night when the kids go to bed, I sit down and I train. I don't train with my team. I don't train with my upline. I get on and I do my own self-development. I get on and I teach myself. How do I teach myself? I go to YouTube videos, I go to other It Works distributors' pages, and I just kind of look around and see what other people are doing and just get ideas. So what you really want to do is just read self-development books. Inspire yourself. Make sure you keep inspiring yourself. Make sure you keep learning. You know, like, I'm going to have to commend all of you that are on this live streaming video right now. This is self-development. You are reaching out and you are trying to teach yourself on how to build your business. Okay. Now, I really don't want to take up all of your guys' time, so I'm going to do shorter videos, but more frequently. I am going to go over quickly how to build a relationship with a loyal customer, how to build a relationship with a distributor, and that is about as far as I'm going to take it. And then I'll go over a little bit of the steps to success, and then we're going to end it, and we will do another video probably on Monday or Tuesday. Okay? So when you're building a relationship with anybody, you don't want to just be posting on your Facebook, you know, hey guys, come join my Slim Down, or hey guys, I want you to be my distributor, or hey guys, I want you to come be my loyal customer. That's not going to sell. Even if you're working on your warm market and you're just like, you know what, I just need you to be my loyal customer. It's not going to sell. You need to develop relationships. You need to be building your business every single day. You need to be getting new leads every single day. If you're directly on my team, I have given you ladies tons and tons and tons of resources on how to build your leads. So when you get new leads, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing if we have any questions. If you get any new leads at all, you should write them down on a piece of paper, regardless if it's a distributor or if it's a loyal customer candidate. Write it down on a piece of paper. That way you can follow up with them. And not only follow up with them, you know, like 2-3 times a week, but comment on their timeline when they post up. What I do is I write down, I'll show you guys. I write down on a piece of paper everybody that I become a new friend with. And then some of you on this video are kind of like, oh, I just became friends with Heather actually. And what I do is I just, on a piece of paper, I write down their names, I write down the date, and then I go through this list. That was just part of my list. I don't want to bore you guys with that, but I go through the list, and then I go to their profile individually, maybe once or twice a week, and I find something on their page that interests me that they posted. It could be a picture, it could be a comment, it could be anything, and then I give an actual comment. I recognize the picture, I recognize what they're saying, I address that I'm recognizing it, and then I give it a compliment. I like it, I like some of their posts, so that way they think, well, for one, I'm a real person, and for two, you know, that it's the beginning of our developing of a relationship, because they see that I actually care. So that's one thing you want to do. You know, another thing, when you are talking to people, you don't want it to sound like you're being a salesperson. What you want to do, so okay, here's an example. Someone reaches out to you and they say, I want to know about the product, and does it work, and how does it work? Okay? How would you respond? So I want you to take a second. I want you to think, and I want you to say it out loud right now. Sounds corny, but I want you to say it out loud. I can't hear you. No one else can hear you. But for your own sake, just say it out loud. How would you respond when somebody asks you, I want to know about the product, how does it work, and does it work? Okay. So you would probably proceed and tell them every single thing that you know about the product. You would probably overload them with information, and now you've given them so many words, they probably had to read a storybook. Maybe give me about 10 more minutes. I'm not going to make this real long. Sorry, I gotta feed the baby. So you don't want to make it real long and real drawn out, and so then they don't respond, and you're wondering, well, I explained everything to them, so why aren't they responding back to me now? Or, you know, you see that they read it and they haven't even said a word back to you. Now you're getting all frustrated. You think that you can't sell this stuff, and, you know, you're just like, what have I done wrong here? Well, first of all, don't overload with them information. Did you develop a relationship with them? Did you just come across as, hey, I want you to be my loyal customer, or hey, come try my wrap, or something along those lines? So what you can do is you could respond and say, oh my gosh, you are going to love it. Okay, I can't wait for you to start using it. It works, and it's amazing. Tell me a little about your goals and what caught your attention about my post. I can't wait back to hear from you. You always want to end your responses with a question. That way you can keep the communication flow going. You don't want to overload them, like I said, with information. So when you overload them and when you give them this long book, you sound like a telemarketer. And me personally, if somebody sends me, you know, a 5-paragraph message, I will not read it. I will not. I don't care what it's about. I don't like to sit there and read a novel. So I will read the first few sentences. If you have not caught my attention, I will not continue to read it. And there's a lot of people out there that are like that. So when I respond back to a lot of people, even if you're a distributor on my team, I like to keep it short and sweet and to the point. And a lot of people are like that also. So try to keep it short, sweet, to the point. Keep their interest going. Keep the conversation flowing by ending the message with a question. And make sure it's about them and it's not about you. And, you know, a way that you're going to connect with your prospect is by asking them questions that can better help them. Anytime somebody asks you a question, I want you to acknowledge their question. So basically kind of repeat it, you know, in your response somehow, and then always end your response with another question. Okay, so that's one way that I want you guys to build your relationship with a loyal customer. And then a way for you to build a relationship with the distributor. And then I think I'm going to end this for tonight, and we'll start over the steps to success on the next one, because I need to go and nurse the baby, so I'm so sorry. Okay, so I want you guys to remember something, and if you're a distributor on my team, you've heard me say this 1,000 times, and I try to get you to teach your new distributors this, but people buy people. People don't buy product. You have got to get that impounded in your head. They are not going to buy your product unless they are bought. I'm sorry, unless you have sold yourself. I have lost a lot of distributors. Yeah, I told them that I'm only going to be on like 5-10 more minutes because the baby's got to eat and go to sleep. Here, bring her here. I want to show them. See the little munchkin, everybody? Say hello.
Can you hear them?
No. Like, but I can't hear them, but they can just hear and see. All right, give me just like 5 minutes.
Do they have a speaker?
Well, yeah, they can hear me.
Then press that blue.
No, nobody can respond.
Oh.
Okay, so people buy people. People don't buy product. I promise you. That's the way it is, okay? If you haven't sold yourself, then you're not going to be able to sell the product. If you're just posting on your Facebook every single day, you know, a picture, this is what it does, then you're not going to sell the product. And I can't express this enough. And I keep trying to get this through to some people, and I just can't get it across to you. So I'm hoping if you're watching me right now, you see me saying it, you see my face, you hear my voice, you see my expression, please. You've got to build relationships. You've got to get out of your comfort zone, and you have got to build these relationships. You just have to. If you want to succeed, then you just have to do it. I'm sorry. Okay, so you know how many distributors there are on Facebook? There's probably hundreds of thousands of distributors on Facebook. And we're all out to sell the same product. What is going to set you apart from somebody else? If you're not building a relationship with people, then there's nothing setting you apart. Because I guarantee you, if you're not building a relationship, you're just setting your potential prospect up to move on to somebody else. You know, and I've personally lost distributors who said they were going to come and join my team. It happens. I used to get bent out of shape over it, but now I accept it for what it is, and I move on. There's been distributors who have came with me, but they started out talking with somebody else, and it's just something that happens, you know, and you just have to move on. I'm never out trying to steal anybody away from anybody else. It is a one team, one mission, but it's the nature of the beast. It happens. So if you are not following up with people, and you are not on the ball, and you're not developing relationships, and you're not posting on your Facebook, you know, at least 5-6 times a day, you don't have to live on the computer. Do it from your phone. Do it from your iPad. Do it from your your tablet. Do it from whatever. But just get something out there, and send your follow-up messages. Because if you don't, somebody else will. and they're just going to come right up under your feet and snatch that distributor, snatch that loyal customer. All right, so you need to set yourself, apart from everybody else. And, the difference between those building their teams are the ones that are connecting and developing those relationships. I have 59 ladies on my team. I've reached out to everybody. Not everybody accepts my time. I go and I try to develop relationships with people. Some people don't accept it. That's also just the nature of the beast. And then I have some people on my team, I've reached out, they've grabbed a hold of it, and they run with me. So, it's just, different personalities, but you've got to at least make that attempt. Okay, our goal, everyone, is to engage our audience. And so here's a scenario. If somebody says, hey, I would like to become a distributor. So how do you respond? You can say, or, tell me about what you do. You can ask them, tell me about what it is that you do. And then, or no, I'm sorry. They'll ask you, tell me about what it is that you do. And then you could say something like, oh, I would love to. What are some of your financial goals? And tell me what you're currently looking for, and what is it that you currently know about it works. And that leads me to a point that I had written down this note, and I absolutely love it. It's the power of questions. So another great thing that I love to say is, based upon what you just saw, if you were to get involved in this business part-time, on a part-time basis, about how much would you need to earn to make this business worth your time? And then wait for their answer. And then you could ask them about how many hours do you think you can dedicate a week to earn that amount of money, and then wait for them to answer. And then you could say about how many hours would you be willing to work a day to make that amount of money. And honestly, if you ask those types of questions, then you can get a feel for if this is something that would truly be a benefit for them. Because if they're not being realistic, and if they think that they can work, like an hour or two and they could become a millionaire, then you need to bring them down a little bit to reality. And if they're, thinking, okay, well, I could work, maybe 2 to 3 hours a week, or 2 to 3 hours a day, and I'm looking to make between $300 to $500 a month, then they're being more realistic. So then you could ask them, if I can show you how to get that amount of money working 8 hours a week, staying focused, and would you be coachable over the course of 6 months? Is there anything else you would need for me to teach you? And then they'll let you know what it is that they need for you to teach them. Some people need to be taught how to network themselves on Facebook. Some people need to be taught how to build their business outside of Facebook. Everybody, needs some type of training, but you just have to figure out what that type of training is. And you could also, say, or somebody says, my goals are to make a couple $100, and our family could really use it. You could say something like, thank you for sharing with me. I can definitely help you here. Are you ready to get started so we can get on the fast track to the $10,000 bonus and get you started in training? And then they'll ask you something like, well, what do you need to do to make money? I've never done anything like this before. And you could say, I know that it can be scary stepping into new territory, especially if you've never done direct sales before. What is your phone number so I can call you? And then get on the phone with them and become personable with them. So I am going to end this for tonight. I am going to do this quite often. I would really, really like all of your feedback in the event or in the group chat. Let me know how I did, because this is the first time that I've done a training session via live streaming, and I do plan on doing a lot more of them. So I hope you all have a good night, and please, 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 whether if it's good or bad, let me know how I did. All right, have a good night.